live every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hosted by me, your girl Ashia. Join me as I discuss social topics, spotlight independent artists, and share financial tips. Join the conversation. I want to hear what you have to say. Think Different TV, where minds meet. You're the reason I wake up, the reason I smile.
What's up, y'all? What's up? Welcome to Think Different TV, where minds meet. I'm your host, Lashia. And we're running a little bit behind, but you know what? We're gonna keep it going, keep it flowing. Um, for the, for the sake of time, I'm gonna just go through this really quickly. We do have the first annual comedy dinner show, which is taking place Saturday, November 25th, 2023, 5 p.m. to 1 a.m. It's going to be at the Petite Rose, which is 120 East Baltimore Avenue in Lansdowne, PA, 19050. It's open bar, music, raffles, and giveaways. It is only $50. All right, you're going to have Miss Cash there, JT the comedian, Nate the landlord, Dirty Bert, Pretty Smiles, and it's hosted by John Phillips. Make sure y'all grab a ticket and go and see an awesome show. Then we have my feature in Black Magazine 31. Make sure you follow them on IG. That's Black Magazine 31. Shout out to King George and his recent engagement. So give it up for him. Man, oh man, he looks so happy, and they are a beautiful couple. So I am really excited about that. Also, check out the recent article of, in my opinion, on the Live 97.5, well, not live975.com website. It's talking about how I am doing my segment on It's Yours Radio. And speaking of It's Yours Radio, It's Yours Radio. I'm pulling up twice in a week, y'all. Pulling up twice a week. Sunday, in my opinion, by Think Different TV's Lashia is on It's Yours Radio. Shout out to the host and my bros, Donnie O and Beck. And also Paul, who joined in, who was there this past Sunday. Shout out to him. It's Yours Radio is every Sunday between 4 and 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Live 97.5 FM in Salisbury, Maryland. Or you can listen in on www.live975.com. And then you're here with me right now, Think Different TV, which is every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on the Think Different TV YouTube channel. Shout out to my Tdtv fam all over the country. I thank you because you could be anywhere, but you decided to be here with me. So, Think Different TV could not be made possible without viewers like you and our sponsor. So let's show our sponsor love like this.
Go drink water and mind my business. Drink water and mind my business. I go drink water and mind my business. Drink water and mind my business.
Also, shout out to Invitation by Jarrell. Queen been rocking out with me since the beginning of the show. And guys, we're going to do Hit It and Quit It a little bit differently today. But before we get into that, we're actually going to take it back to the old school way I used to do it. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell on my YouTube channel so you don't miss out on any new episodes, replays, or exclusive interviews from Think Different TV. Also, let's share the love by sharing the live. And after you share the live, make sure you hashtag Tdtv. That's comment hashtag Tdtv. So let's get this party started. First of all, I want to thank all of those who have been rocking out with me since the beginning, and those who are just coming aboard the Think Different TV choo-choo train. Choo-choo. Welcome aboard. We're going to jump into our Hit It and Quit It, which are trending events in music, sports, political, celebrity, and local news. Now, today we have a little bit of a snafu, so I'm going to take it back to the old school way that I used to do Hit It and Quit It. I have everything written down right here, and we're going to speed through them really, really quickly, okay? So, first of all, we have our deaths. Matt Ulrich, 41 years old, passed away. He was a football player. We have Richard Mole, who was an actor. He passed away at the age of 80. We have Walter Davis, who passed away at the age of 69. He was a basketball player. We also have Taraji Ramses. He was a stuntman for Black Panther, and he unfortunately passed away in a car accident on Halloween, along with three of his children, ages 13, 10, and a newborn that was only, I believe, 2 months. We also have DJ Hayden, who recently passed away. He was a quarterback, I believe, for the Oakland Raiders, and he passed away at the age of 13. It was a car accident, a very fatal car accident, actually. 6 people passed away, 2 are critically injured. And prayers to all of those families that had to deal with these deaths. We have Rafael Dwamina. He was only 28 years old. He's a soccer player. He passed away at the age, like I said, he passed away at the age of 28, but he collapsed on the field and unfortunately passed away. Evan Ellingson. He was a young actor, just turned 33 years old, and he passed away recently. Kelly Ober Jr. did not pass away, but he was in a car accident. No, he was in an accident walking to his Center City, Philly home. So prayers to him. He's actually in stable condition, so he's good. Barton Coperwaite. He is an actor who is actually facing he has a brain tumor. So he has brain cancer, and he actually seems very optimistic. He feels that the doctors will do everything that they need to do to take care of what they need to take care of. We also had an incident where an AI robot actually unalived the man by crushing him to death, mistaking him for a box. 18-year-old Tennessee college student loses her life while she was jogging because a 29-year-old male decided he wanted to shoot at cars. So yeah, those were the deaths. On the bright side of things, a Canadian couple brings into the world's biggest baby in the past 13 years. At 14 and a half pounds. Woo! Gordon Ramsay welcomes his 6th child, who he named Custard. We also had some breakups. Lori Harvey and Damson Idris called it quits. Trending news, Nathan Woodyard was acquitted he's the second officer acquitted in the unaliving of Elijah McClain. This was something that took place, I believe, a couple of years ago. Young Black man was he was unalived by cops, and a lot of them were charged, but 2 of them have already so far been acquitted. A 75-year-old teacher just was sentenced to a substantial number of years for sexually assaulting a student. So crazy. Tasha K was involved in a brawl at a networking party. Lord. Soulja Boy reacted to J. Cole's comments. J. Cole made comments about how he realized that he was a hater. Not Soulja Boy, but J. Cole realized that he himself was a hater. When Soulja Boy first came out, he was like, what's up with this music? But then he said that Soulja Boy actually held the key to advancing the music scene, and he realized that he was a great asset to the music industry. Soulja Boy just was like, why is my name in your mouth? So he was going off on a live, and Nicki Minaj set him straight and was like, he was basically giving you your props, so calm the hell down. So he calmed down, and he apologized to J. Cole. We also had the situation with rapper D1. he decided to call Rick Ross, Meek Mill, and why can't I never remember this dude's name? Jim Jones. Jim Jones out for their lyrics in their music, saying that, I love you guys, but I love you too much not to let you know. Like, this look kind of crazy. He said to Meek Mill, especially, how are you to face a prison reform when you're rapping about murking somebody in your song? Um, he didn't really go into detail about Jim Jones, but Jim Jones felt the need to say, like, listen, you mentioning my name, my cousin may not like what you're saying about me, and pretty much you might want to keep my name out your mouth. And it was crazy because it's like, how are you kind of sounding like you're threatening him with violence just because of what he said? Like, that just screams weak to me. Like, it's really weak. um Michael Costello, he is under hot water. He's actually a famous designer, and he's under hot water for whitewashing his images. So it was a young lady who is of Asian descent who was walking the runway in one of his pieces, and when he posted it to his story, it was not her face; it was a white woman's face. It's like, Papa, who this woman? So yeah, so the woman was the Asian woman decided she wanted to post on TikTok and just kind of explain the situation. Like, listen, that's not her body, that's my body with her head on it, and he's purposely like whitewashing. She said maybe I'm thinking too much into it, but he has had incidences of this before. A landlord sets home on fire. He actually set a home on fire with 6 kids and 2 adults inside because of the lack of payment. So, digging deeper, the home also had 30 code violations. So I know he probably thought if he took that person to court, he would not come out a winner in that situation. So he just decided to set it on fire. All right. IG model DMs are exposed. She's talking about having coitus with Deshaun Jackson, in which the person she was talking to replied, "Isn't his ding dang small?" And she said, "Yeah, girl, it's really small, and I gotta fake it." But she said the next person she going for is Ja Morant. She better stop playing before she gets shot. Timbaland makes comments about Britney. He was talking with just actually one of the subjects I talked about in my opinion, and he pretty much commented after someone brought up Britney and her memoir and how Cry Me a River is trending now. He said, "Man, that girl crazy, right? I had to call up JT, tell him to put a muzzle on that girl." Timberland, Timberland, Timberland. But anyway, he decided to apologize on his live to Britney, but kind of sort of Britney, but mostly to her fans because he don't want to lose fans in the process. Destiny Payton Williams, she is a reality star. She actually is under hot water right now. She just turned herself in for fraudulently uh, signing her ex-husband's name to a bill. And so he was getting this bill and she wasn't paying it. So now she is going in to turn herself in. She said, God's got her. Okay. Taika Waititi, I think that's his name. He was fired as the director for Thor. And they're looking for a new director as we speak because they said that Chris Hemsworth was not like in the direction that it was going. So yeah, he was like, I don't want that dude no more. Omega or Omegle or however it's pronounced shuts down. It was kind of like a I guess it was Vine or something like that. It shuts down. I never been on the platform, so I don't know, but it is finally shutting down after I believe 14 years. All right. Um, there's a man on a run in Washington. Actually, he shot a man on a bus. execution style while the bus rider slept. This was a 17-year-old teen who shot a 20 early 20-year-old male while he slept on the bus, killing him unaliving him instantly. And he's still on the run. I don't know how he got away, but that's kind of suspicioso. It could be because this guy is like, you know, white, or like Hispanic, and the guy that got shot was black. I don't know. I'm just making trouble. Kiki Palmer in the news lately, concerning her baby daddy, Darius Jackson, who was caught on a security cam, domestically abusing her, allegedly. We got to use the word allegedly. So what ended up happening is she filed a protective order, and also she filed for full custody, both physical and legal, of little Leotis. She was granted temporary custody of Leotis, and Darius has no visitation with the child. So let's see how that all goes. It's still a developing story. Kentucky teen decides to stab a police officer in the face with a screwdriver as he is arresting her. And surprisingly, this police officer did not feel like he was threatened, or like his life was being threatened. And she's still alive. And she's actually in jail right now, and her bond is $500,000. A Kentucky mother, this is a sad story. She unalives her two sons, 6 and 9. She unalives them via gun. She used a gun, and she's being charged in the matter. I hate reporting on stories like that because it's just so unfortunate. Like, it's like, just give your children to somebody if you don't want to take care of them. Well, I don't know what the reason was behind her doing it. I frankly don't care. No reason why you should take and unalive a 6 and a 9-year-old. And my son is 8. Like, come on. So you know that hit the heart. April and Omarion. Omarion went and did a interview with Jason Lee, and Jason Lee was talking about how, Omarion, you were right. You've been telling this girl to keep your kids off of social media, and then we find out via social media that Tay Diggs is smoking weed around your child, and this, that, third, and how you feel about it. But he really didn't give Omarion a chance to respond. He just kind of went on a little mini rant, and Omarion just kind of like, but he didn't engage with the conversation, if you get what I'm saying. But then April went on a whole rant, having smoke for both Omarion and Jason Lee. But she said she want to go on Jason Lee's show and tell her side, and it's like, what are you talking about? Like, there's literally no side to talk about. Like, it's fine. Like, you obviously been outed, and your son pretty much disrespected you on live, and you always want to try to put him on social media, and this is what social media has seen. So of course the dad is going to see, Omarion's going to see it. You feel me? If he's not following you, he's going to find out through Shade Room or some other media outlet. So crazy. G Herbo and Chris Brown, I think that's the name, Herbo, whatever. Remember when G Herbo did the whole interview with Funny Marco? Well, Chris Brown was doing an interview with Funny Marco, and he said, "I can't believe you let that light skinned the light skinned dude punk you." You get what I'm saying? Himself a light skinned dude. But if you know anything about Funny Marco thing, his interviews are like satire. Like, if you saw the one with him and Kevin Hart, it was hilarious, right? So G Herbo felt like he needed to respond and say all this crazy stuff that nobody really cared about, and pretty much saying he gonna go upside somebody's head, and I don't know all about that, but whatever. Drake was questioned in the Astro World tragedy, the whole Travis Scott situation. He's just been recently questioned, but he couldn't make any comments because of the legalese of everything. LA Reid is involved in a lawsuit. Um, Apparently, is because of like sexual harassment and all this other crazy stuff. Man, oh man. Mario Lopez is being deemed the code switcher. And code switching is pretty much like when you are of a ethnic background and you code switch to fit your surroundings. As far as like if you're in white surroundings, we tend to code switch. Black people know what we talk about. But I was kind of surprised that they was talking about Mario Lopez. I'm like, first of all, some people didn't even know he was Mexican, and I'm like, how could you not know that he was of Hispanic descent with a name like Mario Lopez? Some people are Asian. I'm like, weird. But he said to do what I have to do, honey. I can't be talking like homes and bro on entertainment tonight and stuff like that. I gotta get these checks. More power to you. All right. So then we have firefighters who were fired. They were fired because they decided to stop at Chick-fil-A en route to a call. Lauryn Hill concert was canceled in Dallas, Texas, after she said, "Y'all let y'all get up on the stage and even perform." She turned around and canceled the whole concert on y'all. Like, that's crazy. Krishan crashes Tamar's performance of Love and War. Really ratchet, really ghetto. Apparently, she assaulted a background singer backstage, and like there's a whole bunch of legal stuff going on. And Krishan decided to say she wanted to get rid of all of her social media, in which all of us replied, "Thank you." Who is this? Oh, Benzino. Benzino in the news because he got some beef with Busta Rhymes because his daughter Coi Leray was in a video with Busta half naked. I don't know what video he's talking about, but Benzino somewhere because every time I turn around, your ass is always naked. You always got your shirt off. You always showing off that old body with no neck. Shut the hell up. Atlanta apartments experienced a fire because two ding dongs decided they wanted to set off fireworks. But also, if you notice, that place kind of went up in flames really quickly. So they're looking into it more to see if there were code violations because it couldn't have been up to code if it was stuff going on like that. And Rod Wave at his concert, during his concert, 253 cars were broken into. No, 252 or 232. However many, it don't matter because a lot of people are saying first Rod Wave, you know, he making everybody depressed in his concerts. Then they gotta come out and see that their car been broken into. It's like a double whammy. Good news, good news. Well, let me go to politics. Politics, Bangladesh, they have a pay protest. The garment makers are asking for more wage and they ain't getting it. Sherelle Parker is Philadelphia's new mayor. She is the 100th mayor, and she's also the first female mayor here in Philadelphia. She was running against David O, and David O was like, "Oh no." A Central Park Five, a former Central Park Five person who was like wrongly accused in the Central Park Five is now in the council. 4 LA sheriff employees have unalived themselves in the span of like 48 hours. Somebody's trying to keep something under wraps. More developing with that news. John Voight is speaking out against Angelina Jolie for her recent, support of Palestine because he is for Israel and he feels like Angelina is disappointing him as always, even though he ain't been speaking to her in like 7 years. A Jewish man actually passed away after being hit in the head with a megaphone at one of these protests in LA. The actor strike ends. All right. The actor strike ends. They have reached an agreement. Missy Elliott has been inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and who better to present her with her award than Queen Latifah? Also, DJ Kool Herc was also inducted in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Jeezy and Nia Long got a chance to sit down and do an interview with one another. Robert Downey Jr. is re-signing to do another Iron Man, so that's exciting. The Colorado items have been returned. Talking about Coach Prime's team, recently they were at a game against the Buffaloes, and what ended up happening is that while they were at the game, their items were stolen out of their locker room. Since then, the items have been returned. It turned out it was juveniles that had did it. Adonis, Drake's son, reaches 1 million streams. Okay. Rollo is now free after serving 6 years in prison. Yvonne Orgy talks about how she's a virgin. And so Shannon Sharp and name escapes me. His name escapes me. The dude. Uh, Ocho, Ocho Cinco, Ocho Cinco. Yeah, he asked Shannon, like, what you think about Yvonne? You wanna, you know, something with that? And he was, and Shannon was like, no, I need a sinner. Um, he was like, I don't want a good girl. I want somebody that's very bad. Um, People announces their sexiest man alive, and that was Patrick Dempsey. You would know him from being on the show, uh, that medical show. It escapes me at the moment, but yeah, what? What's wrong with me? But yeah, he was sexiest man alive. Kel Mitchell is fine, thank God. He is fine and fine. Okay, yeah, yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. The co-captain at the Alabama brawl. He was charged, but then they said, "Wait a minute, that's not for real. We didn't really charge him, so I don't know what's going on with that." The recipient Scarface and Rakim were the recipients of the paid in full proceeds that Nas and Steve Stout um, put together. Jelly Roll gets his award as new artist at the CMAs, and he said something poetic about that happening, and keep going pretty much. Tim's and Tyler gives flowers to Tim's, saying that she is a trendsetter and she's doing so much for African women in music. And Tim's got a chance to see a clip of her interview in which she shed a little tear, and she's like, wow, this is amazing that she feels that I inspired her, and I'm sure she is inspiring other women. Very, very touching. I love that. Tracy Chapman just recently won a CMA award for, or was it a Grammy? She I don't know. She won something for her song "Fast Car." She wrote the song. She released the song over 30 years ago, but the reason why it won was because a white man covered it. There you go. Grammy nominees were dropped for 2024. Coco Jones getting 5. Victoria Monet snapping several, including a Grammy nominee. Her daughter got a Grammy nominee as well. The youngest Grammy nominee. She's only 2.5 years old. Bobby Storm also received a Grammy nominee too, and she was on the plane causing a lot of ruckus. She wanted to sing for the people, and the flight attendant was like, I don't want you to do all that. The Lovely Bones author, she lied. Case closed. The man that she put in jail for 16 years, he was released. And let me see some new releases. FX is releasing Shogun soon. We also have Mean Girls coming out January 12th. Patti LaBelle and Cardi B got together. Cardi B released her Whip It, and they put it on Patti LaBelle's Pie, and it was a good time. Deadpool is not releasing next year. Nicki Minaj is on the cover of Vogue. Let me see. DJ K Slade's Rolling 200 Deep has a lot of different features. You can find it on TikTok. Rolling 200 Deep is a lot of rap artists that jumped on that beat. So check that out. Wu-Tang Clan celebrated the 30th anniversary of their album, and they did it big in New York. The Empire State Building was lit up in black and yellow. How I Learned to Fly is a new movie. Speaking of Wu-Tang Clan, How I Learned to Fly is a movie that has Method Man in it, Cedric the Entertainer, the young boy that's on Blackish, that was the older brother. He's in it. It looks like it's a good movie. It looks like it's a good movie. Saucy Santana released a diss track against DJ Academics, Lord, Rick Ross, Meek Mill released a new song together. There's a new movie called Dashing Through the Snow that's coming out. That's going to be released on Disney Plus. Best Christmas Ever with Brandy is going to be coming out on Netflix. Avatar: The Last Airbender. If y'all remember the cartoon, like I remember the cartoon, listen. Avatar: Last Airbender is coming out soon. Family Plan with Mark Wahlberg is being released as well. I think that covered everything. Sports. LSU loses to Colorado. Eagles is on a bye week. Steve Kerr will retire. Mikey Williams loses his deal because of his recent conviction or his charges, his recent charges. Northwestern State cancels the rest of their season in honor of one of their players who recently lost his life, and James Harden leads the Clippers in a 0-5 loss. All right. I think that's it. That's pretty much it. Yay! So we got through that. I don't have the thing for the hit it and quit it. So we're gonna jump into our hot topic. We're gonna do it like this.
I'm coming in hot.
Hey guys, Lashia here from Think Different TV, which is every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Shout out to my Tdtv fam all over the country. And I have a Tdtv exclusive for you concerning my sponsor, Euphoria Water. Euphoria Water is the cleanest, healthiest water in Philly, alkaline with minerals, no chemicals, no additives. It is good and good for you. If you're going to hydrate the right way. Get your Euphoria Water today. You can find Euphoria Water on IG under Euphoria Water. That's UPHORIAWATER. And if you live in the Philadelphia area and want Euphoria Water delivered to your home, contact Captain at 267-707-8279. And why are we in my bathroom? Well, I want to show you my new Euphoria Water shower head. There you go. It's so bright and shiny and beautiful. It took me literally seconds to set up. I just unscrewed my old one and screwed this one on. It has several different settings. You can get the jet setting. You can do the regular shower setting. It is amazing. And also to know that I have the purest water hit my body. It's the greatest feeling. So make sure you make this investment because I'm so happy that I made this investment. Call Captain at 267-707-8279 to put in that order, or you can hit them up on Euphoria Water on IG. I'm telling you, it's the best investment, the best thing I ever did.
All right, guys. So we have our hot topic, which is choose me over your child. I have a special guest on the line with me, and we're going to take a look at this video together. And but before I even do this, I want to just bring my guest on here. How are you, RC?
How you doing?
I'm great. I'm great. Can you hear me okay?
Yep, I can hear you okay. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you great. I can hear you great. So, um, I want you to tell everybody who you are, what you do. I know you as Mr. Buck.
Well, Well, for those of you who don't know me as Mr. Butts, I'm RC Pro Tab. I'm a stand-up comedian, and I'm also a podcaster on the podcast known as More Than You Can Handle.
Awesome, awesome. So I'm gonna put this joint on. All right, topic. Had to put the banner up. Things been just going real wacky today, sir. But we gonna get
It's
this banner
Monday.
up. So, choose me over your child. Like some people say, me, girl, you
Mm.
talking about choose me over your child. Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play this video so y'all understand exactly what I'm talking about. Actually, it's two videos I'm gonna play back to back. All right, so be patient with me because this is cray cray.
We've had this conversation before. It's always been my dream for my son to live with me. This is the first time we have lived together, and then he's come for the summer. But unless I'm saying something wrong, like I felt like that it was a good experience for you.
Yeah. He was a good kid. You know, he was easy to get along with, but it was different. It was somebody always there when I'm used to it just being me and him.
If you weren't dating her, would he live with you now?
He probably would be with me more.
If he wants to go and get his son, then I think that he should. Or if I'm not comfortable with it, they can get an Airbnb or, you know, something like that. But I don't want to block that. I want him to be the best father he can be.
They should get an Airbnb.
Can't do that.
You talking about Airbnb here or like where he lives?
Poor Ashley can't even process
I was
it.
like, hold on. I thought you were talking about like if he was there and didn't want to drive all the way back home.
No,
You talking
no,
about an Airbnb here? Oh, okay. That's his son. He's not going anywhere. You got to dig your heels in. It's not going to be easy. Like you have to let go of those things that are stopping you from being a family.
If it was something that I didn't want for that time,
No, I mean, that's your truth, but that's his son. So how does that?
are we still going to be traveling as much and connecting as much as we do right now? I just don't want a kid living with me. That's just where I stand with it. What is actually going to change in our relationship, and that'll let me be able to decide where I want to go next.
Honestly, I don't think about that. I just think when it happens, it'll be fine.
You can't think that. What would you say if I said that Zion moving in is a deal breaker?
I have to choose him. You know, like it wouldn't be right for me to not choose him for a package deal.
So if I
Situation.
can't accept Zion moving in,
Then we have to break
we're
up.
done.
We have to.
Of course, as a woman with no children, I really don't understand the love for a child.
In my mind, I think you should just love him.
I am father.
Hey yo. I watched this clip. Like, I want to punch you in the face, but
So there's two sides to that.
sure, brother, because I need to calm down. Let you
Okay, so you have a single woman, no kids, and she's dating this gentleman. And if you knew you didn't care for kids or didn't have an interest for kids, why did you continue to date him and actually think that he would choose you over his flesh and blood? Like, that's just absurd. A lot of men and women go through so much to maintain a relationship with their kids, to a decent relationship. We're not talking about your deadbeats that could care less or come around once the child is old enough to care for themselves on their own. We're talking about folks that are fighting tooth and nail to get visitation rights in a room with somebody else watching you with your kid. And you say to this man, your child moving in with us would be a deal breaker. Fine then. The deal's been broken. I don't see anyone choosing someone they met after their kid over their kid. That's just me. my son, that's my mini me. That's my guy. I always tell him, Junior, you're my favorite Ryan. So that kind of it hit differently to see those words come from a woman to say you having your child live with us is a deal breaker. It was it was something else.
All I can say is, where was the conversation had before they got together?
Right.
They serious. Like they're living in a house together. I'm trying to figure out where where's the conversation at? Now, I've been thinking. I was like, okay, maybe when she said to him, I don't want to have no kids, he was like, all right, bet. I already have a child. I'm not really like tripping over it. So she may not want to have a child of her own come out of her body. But like, she was like, I don't want no kids around. Like, I don't even want your child around. Like, I don't want no kids disrupting what we got going on. And I don't think she made that very clear to him in the beginning, because how did we get this far? Like, if she did make that clear, this dude is a chicken shit. Because listen, how you gonna turn around and just say, oh, I think that if she just around, I think what he was thinking, if he was told that, oh, she's around my child and my child is well behaved and everything like that, she'll learn to love him. Learn to love my child if I'm getting serious with them. Like, we're a package deal. Like he said in the clip, we're a package deal. But I'm still confused at what was the conversation when they were sitting down eating for the first time, before they made
Yeah.
choices, before they even went and bought a house. How was this not a discussion had? And why did it go on for so long? And Lord, I, as a mother, a single person with a child, because I don't want to say single mother, because I think that's point for women that are actually doing it alone. I'm not doing it alone. As a single person with a child, when a guy comes into my life, first of all, it's going to be a long time before he meets my child, because I'm very protective over my son. If I don't feel like our relationship is going to get to the point where we're getting married and walking down the aisle and we get serious, I'm not going to introduce you to my child. It's just like, why? You get what I'm saying? But when it gets to that point, and I see the slightest hint, like that guy doesn't want to be around my child, or he has some type of thing, be like, you gotta hit the bricks, dude. Because
That's that's one of those things where that's a conversation that's had. You figure within that first month of you dating that person, because your child's not going anywhere no time soon, and so that should have been a conversation. Let's say third, fourth date,
mm-hmm.
and it's like, how do you feel about kids? Well, I have a son or a daughter, depending on the situation, and that right there should let you know if they have no interest in having kids, and they seem like they're not going to be the type of person that will want kids around. You can't force kids on someone, just like you can't force someone to like you.
Mm-hmm.
So at that point, you should have just cut your losses, because I don't know how much time they put in, but that's one of those things where if you don't want this package deal, you don't get this package, and the deal is off the table, I bid you adieu.
Exactly. Exactly. And I think we're both talking from the position of people who have children, right? And I
I've
wonder,
been I've been the other person too.
yeah. And see, the thing is, been in a situation where I've talked to a guy who had a child. Now, the thing that I don't like about certain things about that situation when I'm the single person and the guy has a child is that they try to put you in the mommy role. And I'm like, I'm not this child's mother. I'm not. They have a mother. Like, don't try to force me into that role until like, I don't even know if we serious. Like
Right.
like I think guys and women who have people around their children super fast, they're really damaging their child a little bit at a time. When you have somebody around your child super fast, like what's the rush? Like, why do you have your child? Why you have your child in the presence of these people and you're not even serious? You're not even sure if you're serious about this person. You just want a warm body to be up under, and more times it's women more than men, and this is why, because most times it's women that has majority custody of their children than men having custody of their children. So the man could have visitation and see his child on the weekends, you feel me? And had a whole week to bullshit. So he can go and call up such and such and be like, yo, you want to come through? You want to go out? You want to do this? You want to do that? Whereas a woman, majority of the time, and I'm not saying all the time, but majority of the time, the woman has custody. So it's like, how can I get that time alone with the person without my kids being around? Because they're going to be around all the time because I don't have a support system to watch my children or, really get a free night away. So they end up meeting the kids faster than the mom would want it to happen, right? So my whole thing with this whole situation is I really don't get. I understand she has a preference. If the preference was she didn't want to have kids, why date somebody that has a child?
That part.
Like,
So,
was the child not around when she first started dating him? So she thought, oh, he's just a single guy with no kids, and then he dropped a bomb on her. We don't know the full story because I'm like, I feel like
right.
something being left out here because no way she know he had a child this whole time, and she acted a
But see,
fool.
here's the thing. I don't like, because we only see the clip here. There's no way that the way his reaction there is one that he had to let her know. And the fact that she's come to stay with them, and then the way she talked about it in the interview to say, oh, well, oh, I don't have a problem with him seeing his son. No, they can stay at an Airbnb. Really? Are you serious? This is a house we have together. And if we're going to be a family, my son is part of this family. How am I going to go stay at an Airbnb to just to spend time with my son? No.
And he didn't speak up when she said that, and that's what made me even more upset because I'm like, you sitting there and you letting her say that, like,
Well, it's not so much letting her say that. It's just the thing of, I think his reaction would have been a little stronger if they weren't on camera.
you know what? And you can have my number. Maybe he was a little bit more reserved because the cameras were around. But
Oh, most definitely.
if that's your child, like I would at least got up and walked away. If I ain't want to be all cussing somebody out, I would have been like, you know what? Just walk over here real quick with that because I what you trying to do right now, but you turned out to make me look crazy on this TV. So let me go over there and think about what you just said.
Yeah, because you even seen the reactions of the other ladies on the show. You seen the reaction of the other guy. He didn't even say anything. As soon as she said it, he just started shaking his head like, no.
Yeah, like if we could pause and just like see everybody's reaction, And then the lady was like, well, wait a minute, you mean the Airbnb here? Or and the lady was like, poor Ashley can't even process what this lady just said. She was just like, she's like, what? Yo. So I'll tell you a quick story along the same lines as this situation.
Okay.
Two stories actually. So on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, there was a situation with Lil Fizz. It was like in the first season. Lil Fizz, I know you
Oh
know.
yeah.
Lil Fizz, the girlfriend he had at the time, and Monique.
Okay.
Monique is the mother of his son. And he kept trying to make Monique seem like she's crazy, she's unfit mother, this, that, and the blah, 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 blah. And he was dating this girl at the time. And he always
Hmm.
put her in a position where she was the mom, right? And he would tell her all types of stuff about Monique and how she's crazy and this and the third, and that the child is better off being with them. But what ended up happening at the end of it all is that she expressed the displeasure of being put in that position to be in this mommy role where she was just being his girlfriend at the time. It wasn't even like talking marriage or nothing. He was just dating her, but he was like leaving her to babysit his son. Like when he would have his son, she would be there watching the son. And it's like, dude, like that's your responsibility. Like, what are you doing? And so there was a lot with that whole situation.
Well, that's one of those things where, like you said, it happens both ways. Where if someone you're just casually dating, or and nowadays some people, they just hooking up, they shouldn't be meeting your kids. It's that simple. Now, if this is someone you're serious about, you see a future with, y'all have been dating for exclusively. I'll say it that way. You're dating exclusively,
Mm-hmm.
and y'all planning the future together. Then that's different. Then it's like you say, all right, hey, how about this weekend I introduce you to my son? Or I know you have kids. How about we get together and have all the kids, together and do it that way?
Yep. There are definitely signs that you could tell that that person is not fond of your child. Okay. For example, there was this the other story. There was a woman who was dating this guy, and this guy, um, actually they weren't dating; they was actually married. So this is his wife. So the reason why they made headlines is because this man left his wife at the airport. Okay. So everybody was like, why he leave her at the airport? What's wrong with him? Why he leave her there? Blah, 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 blah. And this was the reason why. They were flying to go see his daughter, right? They don't have any kids, but he had an ex-wife and a daughter that he had to travel on a plane to go and see. And this was his visitation week, so he was like, "We gonna fly out there, and I'm gonna see my daughter." Blah 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 blah. Now, the first time that they did this, they missed their flight, and so it disrupted his visitation. So he made sure he took all the proper steps this time to make sure that this did not happen. Well, I think they were at a layover and they had to catch another plane. And the plane was leaving in like 10, 15 minutes. And the wife was like, well, I want to go get Starbucks. And he was like, why do you want to go get Starbucks? We literally have to be on the plane in 10, 15 minutes. Like we have to go to the gate, we have to check in all this other stuff. And she was really adamant about getting Starbucks. So he was like, "It's no way you're gonna make it in enough time to get on a plane." And I guess she thought that he would just miss the plane because she wanted to get Starbucks. Oh hell no! He was like, "I'm gonna get on that plane, honey, and I'll just catch you when I catch you." But that's why he left her, because it's like you're trying to disrupt the visitation that I had with my child. And that's the envy. That's the envy, right? But I was getting that too with what the lady was saying in the video, because she was like, I just feel like we're not gonna be able to travel as much as we want to. We're not gonna be able to do a lot of things that we want to because he's gonna be around. Like the he is just somebody that's just like random. Like, you get what I'm saying? Not this guy's child. But you know what's crazy? Because I bet you any amount of money, if she had like a parent that was sick, she'd be the type of woman that be like, we got to move my mom or my dad into our house. We got to take care of them. We got to expect him to just fall in line. But that's an inconvenience, taking care of an older person, because you got to drop everything that you're doing. Whereas he don't drop everything he doing as a parent. He just parent his son, take him to school, whatever. He sees him. He said he get visitation, so I'm sure he don't have him that long. But she will be the type that be like, we got to move my mom in, we got to move my dad in, and have them stay in. That's a whole nother situation, honey. But she looked like the type that she would want him to drop everything for her and turn around and would not compromise nothing with him.
So I agree with you on that, and I'm still stuck on the fact of how that whole situation jumped off. The other thing, what you said about the guy leaving his wife at the airport, yeah, there was definitely some envy there because you can get Starbucks in damn near anywhere, and you have to have your Starbucks now. And we got to be like on this flight in the next 10 to 15 minutes. No, so there's no Starbucks where we're going. We're going to a backwater town in the middle of nowhere. It's a population of 25 and no Starbucks. Get out of here! Come on. So that right there. How long? Like I would like to know how long they've been married. And because if you're married, chances are he has a daughter. He has visitation. So why would you do anything to jeopardize that visit? Because he's already missed one, the previous one. So I mean, I don't understand what the big deal is about Starbucks. It's good, but it's not neglect your child good.
Now, if it was
It's not like his brother's barbecue.
Chick-fil-A, that child will have to wait.
Some nuggets. Sorry, son, but these nuggets. With the Chick-fil-A sauce? Oh,
But yeah, like those are the two things that came to my mind, the two stories that came to my mind when I saw these videos. But I mean, just to wrap it up in a pretty little bow, like how my final thoughts on the whole thing. Well, I'm gonna let you have your final thoughts. I'm gonna give you the floor. You give us your final thoughts.
okay. So I feel as though because of how the dating world is different from when I first started. Um, I'm not gonna say how old I am, but this says how old I am enough. So things are a little different. In my youth, I didn't want to date any women that had kids. I wasn't ready to be one in a long term relationship, and two dealing with someone that has kids and being a potential stepdad. As I got older, one, you realize dating, you're gonna run into folks that have kids. Two, if you accept the person, you accept what comes with them. I don't want to call kids baggage, but that in for lack of a better word, that's what it is. So this is the full deal with this person. If they have two kids, three kids, however many kids, that's part of loving them. So you have to take that into consideration. And those are talks you have, you figure month in, maybe 2 months in, depending on how often you guys are dating. when the frequency of you guys dating each other turns into you spending the night at their place or they're at yours more often to the point where you move in together, before you get to that part, have that talk about what's this person's stance on children. With him, I think he kind of brushed over it and he should have paid a little more attention to what she was saying, as they say, what are those red flags?
Absolutely. Listen, ditto to everything you said, but to be on some real stuff, that bitch crazy. That's what
I ain't want to say that, but
the whole
it's
thing.
in the realm.
It's in the room. But like the thing about it is that never compromise your blood for someone who may be in and out of
Right.
your life. You know, Judge Judy, and everybody that knows me and follow my channel know that I love Judge Judy. And she always tells somebody that has, like, if they have their parent staying on this side and they have their significant other on this side, she say, okay, look to your parent, right? That's gonna always be your parent, be your blood. You know, provided that they're doing everything right by you, and, you know, taking care of you and everything like that. And look towards your significant other with the rates that it is now, with marriage rates, divorce rates, and all that crazy stuff. You got a better, you don't have a good shot being with this person in 5 years. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm.
You want to always make sure you make peace with your parent. And if your significant other can't understand that, then that's not the significant other. I always felt like if your significant other does not get along with your family, that's a very big hurdle to get over. Like,
Yes, I agree.
big hurdle to get over. And especially when it has something to do with your child or your children. It's like these beings are of my loins and of my sex, my embryo. You know, like this is not
That's my seed, son. But yeah, I get where you're coming from.
like you're not gonna come into the picture and think that you're gonna take precedence over my child. Like, it's not gonna happen. And you know, when kids get older, yeah, there is a time when you have to cut the cord and you gotta be like, okay, I gave you all the tools, provided that you give
Right.
them all the tools to be adults and talk them the way of life or whatever, and they move out on their own and stuff like that. When you get you never stop mothering and you never stop fathering.
No.
Because like Dr. Phil says, you know, mother, he say parent is not only a noun but a verb. You know, you can be a
Mm.
parent, but you also have to parent. And I feel in that situation with him not checking her or not having that conversation, he didn't really do a lot of parenting in that moment. He led with his ding ding. All right. He led with his ding ding. This is just a snap.
He he's like, man, she do that thing I like so much.
Like, or
We'll talk about it later.
maybe she do that thing that he like to do, but nobody know he like that thing done. And
Oh
he
wow.
like, they be like, you ain't
I'm not touching that.
she gonna have to die.
Oh, my son saying is a deal breaker.
Everybody knowing that you tickled, you know, you gave me a rim job. Like, we not. So I was like, maybe she got some type of dirt on him, and he just like,
Oh man.
she gonna tell all my don't know. It
See,
just
this is where I had my doubts about these so-called reality TV shows because there doesn't seem to be too much reality present. Like I understand, all right, we're going to take, you got the camera here and the camera here, then we got to get your testimonial afterwards. But it's like, as soon as she said Airbnb, I'd have been like, you're joking, right? Oh, you're not? Okay.
but
Sound man, here, take this microphone. You go. There's that. I holler at y'all. No, I mean, I understand y'all did the testimony where she says it's a deal breaker. You say this like you have a chance of winning. Like if I have to choose between you and my flesh and blood, my child, no, simple. I ain't gonna lose no sleep. Not like how you would think.
it, he was a little hesitant too. He was like, "Well, if I had to choose between you and him, of course it would be my child."
Yeah.
You was a little too hesitant. Like you was thinking about all that stuff that y'all be doing. And he was like,
No, he was thinking of his lady talking about some. I told you wasn't gonna find nobody as good as me. Oh yeah, I guarantee you that was in his mind. The ex or the mother of the child might have been one of them. And he like, damn, I gotta admit she right.
listen, my final thought on all of it is that if you cannot accept me and my child, kick rocks. There is no
Yep,
real way I am choosing you as my significant other over my child. Point blank period.
easy decision.
Point blank period. And you know what? I feel like I should do another topic where it's like choose our child over your child, which is another deep conversation,
Ooh,
right? Right? Choose
yeah.
our child or children over your child. Because what's a good example? It's actually like you
I
have
can't think of one per se, but the situation would be, I guess, let's say guy marries this chick, he has kids already, and then they have a kid together,
mm-hmm.
and you figure she's gonna want certain attention for their child together, but he has to split that attention between two children, especially if they're young.
Oh my gosh. I just thought of something. So it's this podcast I watch called Comfort Level Podcast. Shout out to Comfort Level Podcast. And what they do is they read. They're real comfortable. They're wearing their pajamas or whatever. And what they're doing is they're reading Reddit posts. All right.
Okay.
So one Reddit post was um it's like am I the asshole posts. So they do a lot of am I the asshole posts. And this one post was am I the asshole for saying that my my daughter's father doesn't have a backbone and that his girlfriend is crazy for naming their child what they named their child. So she gave some background. She said I had a friend. We made whoopee. We had a baby. And we were never in a serious relationship. We always remained really close friends, and we decided to co-parent together. And they've been doing it for a number of years, no problem. And what ended up happening was he ended up getting into a relationship with this young lady, and they got serious and everything like that. And she got pregnant. Yeah, this is amazing. All right. And she was like, she always been real supportive of her friend. So this is what happened. So she shows up to the hospital, and they gave birth to their daughter, because now there's another daughter. And when they announced what the daughter's name was, it was the same name as her daughter.
Wow.
And when the baby's father's father saw her face, he was like, "Come on, baby, let's go downstairs to the lunchroom, let's get some snacks."
Yo.
Out of that situation, because he knew it was about to go down.
Oh yeah, that's about to be a whole headache and a half.
She was like, "Wait a minute, what? You're joking, right? What do you mean they had the same name? Like you named your daughter the same name?" And she's like, like, "Are you naming my daughter? I mean, naming your daughter after my daughter?" And the woman was like, "No, we just thought it was a pretty name." And she's like, "Well, are you gonna like give her a nickname or something?" And she's like, "No, but we was talking about it. Maybe we can give your daughter a nickname or something like that."
No, that was purposely done to stir some shit.
Original, you trying to give a nickname like what? So that's a great example of choose our child over your child. Like, and she called him spineless because she was like, "How did you even allow this to happen? Like, why would you even let her?" It's so many things.
Wow.
And you choose to give her. It's like she's like, "I took it as her trying to erase my daughter."
That's what it sounds like.
So, and you know they don't have the same last name, and I'm like, that's gonna cause a whole lot of stuff and issues. Like I saw the comments like, "Oh, it's gonna cause a lot of issues down the line with like identity fraud and and just because I remember on Judge Judy, going back to Judge Judy because that's how my mind works. Um, there was a daughter and her stepmother. They both had the same name, oddly enough. And because the stepmother married her dad, now her and her stepmother had the same name. So it
But
was like,
that's a little different because she married and took the husband's name, but her name was already, let's say, Susan.
yeah, but no,
Then she's Susan Smith, but his daughter's name is Susan, and she's Susan Smith already. So
yeah, but what I'm saying, I'm using that as an example for the legal problems because they had legal problems that followed. Like the daughter was getting mail, but it was the same name as the stepmom.
oh,
It caused a lot of stuff. So I'm saying that like
right, like, hey, you're opening my mail.
yeah, or putting stuff in my name. And easily, if the daughters, if the younger daughter ever finds out her older sister's social security number, it's a wrap. It's a done deal. Because she can sure prove that her name is this name. She just need a social security number. That stuff is
Yeah,
crazy.
that's a bit much.
Mm. But keep me too long. I appreciate you, RC, for joining me.
Oh, no problem.
Like I
My
said, I
pleasure.
want to actually do that on a different show, but just to give you an idea of like, where my direction is going, because I just thought of it right now, so I hope I don't forget it. I'm gonna write it down somewhere. But it makes for a really great topic because then that's a whole different spin on it. You got a blended family, and then you have the two adults. They have another child, and now they're
Mm-hmm.
treating this child like better than the other kid. Like those are rejects. we married, we together.
No, no, you don't want to. Call them the rejects.
That's how they be treating them when they treat them wrong. That's how they be. Like if you ever saw the movie The Strays on Netflix, if you ain't see it, you gotta see it. This is really good.
Okay.
But that's like what the woman did in there. She was like, "Listen, like this, I don't want these kids no more." But like, you gotta watch it. You gotta.
Okay, I'll watch it.
Or you can hang out with me until the end because I'm about to wrap up really soon. I'm just about to put on this music video of the week. But first, we gotta give a shout out to our sponsor, and we're gonna do it like this. That was the hot topic, guys. Oh, let me jump to the comments. All right, so we got Triple Fire in the building. He said, "Welcome to Think Different TV." He also hashtag Tdtv, meaning he shared it. He also put up the brain and TV and the 2 exclamation points. He said, "I'm here. I was outside fixing something with my mom. I don't know, but now it's handled." He said Soldier probably finna produce a track for J. Cole, and then he laughing at John Morant because I was talking about the HIQIs. I Am Young P was in the building. He said hello. Everybody showing each other love. Jamal, like Molly was in the building. He said Senor Lopez because I was talking about how Mario Lopez, he like everybody's just now noticing that this dude is Mexican. I'm like, how did y'all not know all these years? Mario Lopez, like, Molly was like, old body, no neck, because I was talking about Benzino. Chivalify her said, tuned into hashtag Tdtv. Had to step out for a second, but I'm back inside. Man, it's cold out there. He said, finna cut up, leave that man absent neck alone. And then he hashtag hot topic, and then she need to leave. He said she'll turn up your mic or come closer. Please, guys. That I was loud enough because everybody talking about something. I'm too loud.
You sound fine on this end.
He also said raise the volume a little bit or fix the volume. I know why that is, guys. Oh, I know why that is. I was muted for a while. I was muted. Reg said he in the building. He'll be home in 20. Said the champ is here because we do our Jeopardy at the end. People said no, it's because he's sporty behind closed doors. What are you talking about? Shiva said, RC, that's facts. Facto, man. I ain't putting no hoe over my son that's dirty. Mind you, family kids. He already made up his mind. He also hashtag Tdtv and music video of the week, which we're going to jump into right now after our sponsor.
I go drink water and mind my business. Drink water and mind my business. I go drink water and mind my business. Drink water and mind my business.
Hey, this is your favorite niece Leah, and you are watching Think Different TV, hosted by Lashia, and this is the music video of the week.
I don't wanna do this
GoFundMe is not life insurance. The time for life insurance is now.
I go drink water and mind my business. Drink water and mind my business. I go drink water and mind my business. Drink water and mind my business.
All right, guys. So we are going into our Tdtv Jeopardy. All right. The rules for Tdtv Jeopardy is as follows. Number one, you must have a Cash App. $20 Cash App prize will be sent to Cash App. Must have camera on when you join in. That's number two. Number three, must answer in the form of a question. Example, the color of the sky is this. The answer has to be what is blue. If you do not answer in the form of a question, you will be wrong. Even if you're right, you will be wrong. Wrong answers will result in a score penalty. All right. And number five, you must answer the Tdtv, the final Jeopardy, in order to win Tdtv Jeopardy as a whole. And as always, Godspeed and good luck. Now I'm going to sit up here and I'm going to put the link in the comments so that if you feel, if you feel lucky tonight, you come on in, see if you can win $20 Cash App. I'm not going to put up the topic until somebody jump backstage. All right. Oh man, we got Reg in the building. So I'm going to ask this of you, RC. Would you like to be one of the participants in our Tdtv Jeopardy?
Sure, why not?
Here we go. We got a nice little thing on you. RC was our special guest tonight. We talked about the topic. Red is in the building. He is not even a reigning champ. He has a undefeated champ. Red, why you gotta echo? Reg. Reginald. But yeah, I'm not going to release. He hopped off. He probably is like, I gotta jump on his. He's usually on his laptop, and
Okay.
that's why we always think that he's cheating. Know that answer, like you cheating, like you gotta be cheating. There's no way, like you play.
Some people know some of the oddest things.
All right, what do you think our Tdtv Jeopardy topic's gonna be tonight?
I have no idea.
I got a good one.
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
What are you gonna do with that? Oh my gosh. Yo, Reg, if you got headphones, you want to put them Jones in?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly. That's awesome. Okay.
Well, I can't. Hold on.
Great. Can you hear us? I don't think you can hear us.
He did say, hold on.
So, just to let you know, our sponsor is Euphoria Water, but I'm on my Grown and Sexy right now. So, out of my Think Different TV travel mug, I'm actually drinking Coors. So, I'm a little buzzed. That's why I'm a little loose with the lips today. With these lips, not the other lips. Anyway, like
You definitely got to come through and hang out with us on the podcast too.
Oh yeah, I saw y'all was cutting up. definitely cutting up. See, I'm like when I'm in my element. Listen. This is what I do all day long. I'm coming at people neck like Reg is used to it by now. I call him ugly like every time I see him.
Dang.
But he knows he's not ugly. That's why it's so funny. Because he's like, I'm not ugly. Like you ugly and you identify as cute. Reg.
Yeah, what's up? Y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Stupid ass StreamYard, man. I swear to God.
Reg, you gotta get it together over there, brother. Like, what's up with your sound?
Y'all can hear me, right? Or
Yeah.
Can you hear us?
it's StreamYard. StreamYard's fucking up right now.
Is it like a delay?
Yeah, it's a delay. Like for a lot of people, it's been having like a delay lately.
It's okay. We can still rock out because this is what we're gonna do, right? All I'm gonna do is throw the questions up here, and y'all just answer. I don't gotta see y'all. I'll just hear the voice and know who to give the points to. All right.
All right, cool.
All right. Cool. All right. So here's today's topic. It's a setup. Jeopardy. Can you guess
Oh,
these TV shows by their setup?
Haha, it's a setup. That's funny.
Shut up, Reg, because you don't know. You don't know.
fuck you.
We're gonna go into our 100-point answers, y'all. So I'm gonna show you the set, and you have to answer in question form. I'm letting you know this now. I'm giving you a courtesy warning because a lot of people forget. So I'm gonna throw the set up there, and you just answer what show.
So you set up.
All right, shut up, Reg. All right, here we go.
Oh, what is Full House?
What is Full House? Was that RC?
Yes, it was.
Hold on. Hold on. I thought you had to raise your hand.
No, I told you to shout it out because I'm just gonna have the setup there.
Oh, wow. Okay.
All right. Next one.
What is Family
What is
Matters?
Family Matters?
Ooh, that was close. It sounded like RC had it before Reg, though.
What? Bro, this StreamYard crap is fucking up, man. What the fuck?
Last 100-point answer.
What is Roseanne?
Ooh, that's a tie. All right, both of y'all got 100. All right. 200-point answers. Here we go.
What is that 70 show?
Ooh, both of y'all said it at the same time. That was a tie. All right, next one.
What is Friends?
What is Friends? Who was that, Reg?
No, that was me.
All right. RC got it. Last one.
What is Seinfeld?
What is Seinfeld? Was that Reg?
No, that was me again.
That was RC again?
Yes.
I'm sorry. What?
Dang, all that? What's with the ha ha?
That Reg and I have. All right, here we go. 300-point answers. All right.
What is Frasier?
What is Frasier?
What is Frasier? That sounds like Reg right there, huh?
That was him. He got it first.
What's his me?
Here we go.
What is I Love Lucy?
What is I Love Lucy? Yep.
What is insecure?
One. And no, it's not insecure. Who said that? Red said that. No, what is Stranger Things? All right.
Ooh.
400-point answers. Here we go.
What is Rick and Morty?
What is Rick and Morty? That's not
Beat me to it.
Who was that? Y'all have similar sounding voices. So I'm like, all right, here's the next 400 points.
What is The Office?
Shoot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
No, I don't know that one.
What is Superstore? What is Superstore?
What is who?
Superstore, one of them shows that was on for like a season and a half.
No, it was
Oh,
on for a
no.
long time. Excuse you. It was a really good show. Anyway, here's the last 400 answer.
What is Modern Family?
What is Modern Family? Who said that? All right. 300 and I do not believe this. All right. So, RC, you have 900 points. Red, you have 1,000 points.
Ooh, that was a close one.
A really close one. Make me so mad. RC, how much would you like to wager? You could wager up to 1,000 points.
I'm gonna wager half.
Half of 1,000 or half of 900?
Oh, well, if all I got is 900, then I'm gonna do 450.
450. All right. He's gonna do 450. Reg, how much would you like to wager?
You know what? I'm gonna be a good sport. I'm gonna wager everything.
Wow.
I'm feeling cocky right now.
Final Jeopardy. Wait till I finish the song and come back to y'all before you answer. Matter of fact, get a pen and a paper right now so you can write down your answer.
What if you don't have any paper?
Yeah, I know you got some paper. Stop playing, yo.
Hold on.
You said what?
All right, we got it.
Reg, do you have your pen and paper ready? All right, here we go. Final Jeopardy. All right. Wait till I finish the song. Then I'm gonna come to y'all and see what y'all wrote down as the answer. All right, here we go.
Oh.
Girl.
That's easy.
Alright, shut up, Reg.
What I say?
Too nasty, yo. Our son gonna come to you, right? You had 900 points, you raised 450 points. What is your final answer? Put the paper up to the screen. What is Golden Girls? Absolutely. That brings you to 1350. All right, Reg. You had 1,000 points. You raised your 1,000. What's your final answer?
I said the same thing. What is Golden Girls?
Son of a.
Everybody knows that show. Like, I don't know anyone that doesn't know that show.
I thought she was gonna do like Will and Grace or some shit that black people don't even watch and shit.
I actually watched Will and Grace, but I couldn't tell you what this set looks like.
True.
Yo, winner, winner, chicken dinner. Reg, you are victorious. You won.
Control your energy now.
Right?
What are you gonna do with your $20?
You said, what am I gonna do with my $20?
Yeah, what you gonna do with your $20, chump?
I'll put some gas in my car. 'Cause I gotta go out of town tonight.
Good answer. Good answer.
Cause I'm responsible.
Anyway, I appreciate both of y'all for participating in the Tdtv Jeopardy tonight. RC, I really wish you won. Until the next Jeopardy. Like, I gotta hear about him winning until the next Jeopardy. It totally sucks. But yeah. I also want to thank you, RC, for joining me in on the conversation tonight. Can you again tell everybody where we can find you on both
Sure.
and on IG?
So basically, it's the same across all social media. Oh, I'm getting feedback.
Reg, mute your joint.
That's better. Yep. Yeah, across all social media is RC underscore PRO underscore TABB. And that's Instagram, X, formerly known as Twitter. And also, you can find me on the More Than You Can Handle podcast, underscore between the words. And that's how you find us on Instagram.
And what are we going to be seeing from you on More Than You Can Handle podcast?
Basically, it's guys' conversation, no holds barred. Some of the stuff that fellas get together and talk about, and sometimes it's serious, sometimes it could be world issues. Like, we try to keep it on the lighter side of things. Everything's so serious. Sometimes you just need to laugh, and that's what we're here for.
See how he took a dig at my show? Without taking a dig at my show, like he said, everything's so serious right now.
Stop it.
We trying to make y'all laugh, like.
Yeah, I mean, so the show is for comedians. So, shout out to my brother. I call them my brothers in comedy. So we got 22 Times, Legacy James, and JT, aka Wanted.
Oh man, JT.
Yeah, so when you got time, come on the show. We're gonna have some fun. You can have a couple sips. So, like, if you got your Jesus juice, you have that. Okay. No Jesus juice. Shh.
We only drink Euphoria water over in these parts.
Oh yeah, you definitely gonna need the water after the Jesus juice.
And so make sure y'all check out More Than You Can Handle podcast right here on YouTube. Remember, it's More Than You Can Handle podcast, but there's an underscore between each of the words because he wants to make it hella difficult.
Oh no, that's not making it difficult. That's what Instagram made us do. If you're looking for us on YouTube, you can just put it in, like, just put a space between the words. But I don't know why Instagram wanted to be so difficult.
And if you want to find RC on Instagram, you can find him at RC underscore PRO underscore TABB. Reg, Reg, you have a show on YouTube. You have your own channel, and it's always a good time when we review certain things. We still got to do our Floetry review. It will be coming very soon. But recently I see that you had hella reviews going on your channel. You kept sending them to me. I was like, dang, you do like this dude, he don't have no rhyme, no reason. He don't have no type of schedule. He just be like, I feel like doing a review right now. And then so if you subscribe to his channel, make sure that you please turn on the notification bell, because you're bound to miss something. And when you don't have a direct connect like I do, it's gonna be kind of hard to know everything that's going on. So definitely check out Reg Reviews on YouTube. You don't gotta do it. You don't gotta say nothing, honey. I got you. He like, oh yeah. So yeah, we definitely gotta do the Floetry review. And I'm wondering if you want to be reviewing the Grammys. Are you gonna be reviewing the Grammys and all that? Okay, yeah, because I want to see what that's gonna be like. Yeah, and I'm gonna be there too. I'm definitely gonna jump on because that's what I do. I come on there to be your headache and misfortune. Don't be nodding all extra hard. All right. Don't be nodding extra hard. That wasn't nothing to be nodding extra hard about. You get on my nerves. I'm gonna beat you up, y'all. So I want to thank y'all again for jumping in and doing the Tdtv Jeopardy. Also for lending y'all voices to the topic. RC is backstage again. Something happened with his connection. But we're about to end this, so I thank y'all so much, and see y'all next week. Peace. All right. So here we go, guys. That wraps up another episode of Think Different TV, where Minds Meet. I am your host, once again, Lashia. Listen, guys, make sure that you hit that like button, comment, subscribe, turn on the notification bell on my YouTube channel so you don't miss out on any new episodes, replays, or exclusive interviews of Think Different TV. Also, remember to share the live, all right? Share the love by sharing the live. Make sure y'all go to IG and follow Think Different TV at Think Different TV LLC. That's ThinkDifferentTVLTVLC. I'm gonna do that over. ThinkDifferentTVLLC. Make sure y'all follow us there. I hope you got a lot of value out of what I've shown you guys tonight. And as always, have a great week. And I'll see you all next week. Bye.
Think Different TV. Live every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hosted by me, your girl Lashia. Join me as I discuss social topics, spotlight independent artists, and share financial tips. Join the conversation. I want to hear what you have to say. Think Different TV, where minds